Hi guys, today it's me who's gonna lead us in Devotional. So this year started full of plans. I had a great missionary trip to Tanzania and my husband got a new job, and I'm pretty sure that you and your family were full of plans as well. I don't know, maybe a vacation family, maybe a new job, maybe buying a new house, maybe the proximity of the permanent residency here in Canada. I don't know. And suddenly everything stopped. Like this coronavirus thing came and all our plans suddenly are stopped. And how does we deal with this situation? So what happens when nothing happens? Or at least when nothing happens the way that we expected them to happen. So along history, lots of generations passed through big crises. Big crises have a few things in common. The first thing is big crises get us stuck. So everything is stopped around us. The second thing is that big crises reveal our heart. So they have the power to reveal our source of joy and happiness. The truth is, for most of us, our success and our personal conquers are main sources of our joy. So our heart is pretty much connected to our success, to our plans, to our accomplishments. And now that we are all stopped, where we put our heart, where is our source of joy, where is our source of happiness? 2,600 years ago, something about 600 years before Jesus Christ, there was a man called Habakkuk. Habakkuk was a prophet living in a moment that his nation was one step ahead to face the biggest crisis of their lives. Habakkuk realized that very soon everything would be stopped. That nation will be totally and completely stopped. So all the plans that they had, all the things that are going on will be suspended. And in the midst of this crisis, Habakkuk writes them and us. So let's see what he says in Habakkuk 3:17-19. Though the fig tree does not blossom, and no fruit is on the vines, though the produce of the olive fails, and the fields yield no food, though the flock is cut off from the fold, and there is no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will exult in the God of my salvation. God, the Lord, is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer, and makes me tread upon the heights. Habakkuk discovers that even when the entire world seems to collapse, God is still acting. God is working in history and through history. Besides God is acts in history, He is also acting inside our hearts, because God wants to be our source of happiness, joy, and most of all, our source of salvation. So even if everything around you seems to stop, even if you can't understand what's going on, why all your plans have failed, God is still acting, and God acts in the midst of the chaos. This is how He created the world. He created the world from the chaos. So my prayer today for your life and for my life is that we can learn and depend exclusively on the God of our salvation and put our expectations, our hope, our joy, our happiness, our family, our money, our relationship in the hands of the powerful, mighty God that created the world and acted before in the same way that He is acting now in our lives. God bless us.